Hey you guys, my name is Diana. I have a visual impairment and I also have really bad memory. So sometimes I end up repeating myself because I don't remember whether or not I've said something. In my previous video, I mentioned how I wanted to talk to you guys about, myself. I wanted to really introduce myself and give you a little backstory on how I lost part of my vision. In the previous video, I mentioned how I was diagnosed with something that is called bilateral retinal blastoma. So it is an eye cancer that affected both of my eyes, and that basically attacked my retina. And I was diagnosed with this maybe about a year and a half, 2 years old. I don't actually remember, but it was around that age. And I think I mentioned this previous video. Honestly, I don't remember, but retinal blastoma is one of the highest or one of the biggest childhood cancers that affects children, especially toddlers and young children. It does not affect older kids, and it doesn't affect adults. Well, it's very rare that it affects older kids, but it does not affect adults. Um, but I mentioned how we had met this doctor. His name is Dr. Alan Murphy, and he was the eye specialist who basically took over my case. And he informed my parents that unfortunately, yes, I would have to lose one of my eyes, but they would do all they could to save my other one. So I lost my right eye, which is actually a prosthesis, um, but I still have some vision in my left eye. I jokingly always tell people that my left eye is working overtime, which is why it goes back and forth a lot, because it's doing the job of both my eyes instead of just the one. Um, but yeah, so um, I went through multiple sessions of radiation and chemotherapy for. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember if it was until I was 3, 4. I don't remember. And that is one thing that honestly, at first, bugged me that I don't remember, but now I am grateful that I don't have any memories of that situation, of that time, of the suffering I had to go through, of all the needle prodding, the blood work, of all the high fevers that I would get, that my mom would cry when nurses unfortunately would have to put me in ice baths to reduce my fevers, because my fevers were ridiculously high because of the treatments I was receiving, the long nights that my mom and my dad would have to endure because of my treatments and having to take me to the hospital because something went wrong. But I am so grateful for all the social workers, the nurses, and the doctors who are part of my care team. I don't remember her last name, but there was a social worker. Her name was also Diana, and I remember she was the sweetest thing. I remember meeting her once I was older, or re-meeting her once I was older, and she actually still had a picture of me and my family, or maybe just a picture of me in her office, because she had pictures of all the patients that she had served. And I just thought that was the best thing ever. Um, but so I lost all my hair at a young age. I got my hair back. This is my natural hair. I actually have the thickest hair in my family, so um, that's, I guess, something that came out of that. um, I was underweight for a good chunk of my childhood, but now, I mean, definitely not. I don't know where I went wrong. um, and I have a lot of blank spots in my memory. I don't remember much of anything from 5 years and younger. From 15 and younger, till about was 5, I have a lot of also blank spots. I have more memories, yes, but I don't actually remember everything. There are things that it's so sad because this is something that you would think you would remember, but I don't remember my quinceañera. When I turned 15, my 15th birthday, I don't necessarily remember it all the way. There are moments within my quinceañera that I recall, but the whole thing, I can't remember. I don't remember a lot of things. But then there all have these just little bursts of memories that will come up, and I'll be like, oh, huh, I wonder if that actually happened. And I have to ask my family whether or not it's an actual memory that I'm having or not. And a lot of the memories aren't actual memories. They're me remembering that I watched a video or I saw a picture or someone told me something, but not that I remember me actually going through that situation or going through things. But that's kind of besides the point of the story. But I will say this. Even though, yes, I lost part of my vision, I cannot drive, I cannot see detail. Small letters are difficult for me to read, if even possible. I have to have things super close. I I'm awkward. I know I am. But one thing that I can say is I'm grateful for every single moment that I went through that, because I truly, wholeheartedly believe that if I had not gone through what I went through, I wouldn't be where I am now. And I do want to kind of talk about that a little bit more in my next video, hopefully part 3. And hopefully that's the end of it, but about how honestly me having vision loss and all these little things led to where I am now, and I'm honestly grateful. So yeah, I hope I don't get any backlash on saying I'm happy, I guess, in a sense, that I got sick, because I'm not happy that I got sick, but I'm not going to be mad that that happened to me. I've already gone through that, and I've healed, and I'm better, because now I have my husband here who has supported me through it all. So yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys in the next part, and hope you guys have a wonderful night. Okay.